First rule in government spending. Why build one when you can have two at twice the price? Only this one can be kept secret. Controlled by Americans. Built by the Japanese subcontractors. Who also happen to be recently acquired, wholly owned subsidiaries
of Haddon Industries.
They still want an American to go, Doctor. Want to take a ride?
Why'd they want an American go? We need to send an American up into outer space. Because, there might be cheeseburgers or something. I don't know. America! Look, yeah! This is the Nick the Rat motherfucking show now. It's April 13th, 2002. It's a little later than 11 o'clock. I started a little bit late. Stuff's happening, people. Stuff is happening down here. In the sewer. A lot of stuff happening this week, especially. Let me just tell you. Oh yeah, this is episode 330. Magic number times 2. 330. Big things happen in the sewer. Yeah, I always talk about, I revel in the unraveling. I'm always like, oh, reality is falling apart around us really quick. It's falling apart even quicker lately. And it's apparent every day. It's apparent every day. You see it. You see it on your own front door. So this week, actually, I would say about 10 minutes ago. Yeah, it was about 10 minutes ago. Maybe 20. I, Nick the Rat, I found a way to fix reality. I'm going to be sharing it with you tonight. I'm going to take the two parts that are splitting. I'm going to take little threads from these two parts and I'm going to put them together and I'm going to start to weave a new reality for everybody that's going to be better for everybody. And it's probably going to melt your amygdala. Other big things happened this week. Last week, the sewer scientist took me out to the city. And they shot me up full of liquor. I think they took me to like some. I can't even repeat where I went. Thing is, they put so much in me that I lost my phone. I woke up naked on the floor. I don't even know what happened. And I was like hungover for an entire day. I've never been hungover like this before. I usually, the last time I was hungover was 10 years ago. And I usually don't drink that much. It was, the scientists I think they were poisoning my drink. They were trying some new stuff on me. This might actually be part of the reason that I had this revelation. And I'm going to fix everything. But usually when I'm hungover, like my head would be wobbly. No, my head wasn't wobbly. I was just projectile vomiting if anything went in there. It was almost like I had a stomach flu. But it was actually just it was just a hangover. It was bad. And my phone, I found my phone finally because Google tracks that shit. They're all over it. But I was phoneless for like 5 days, and let me tell you something. Being phoneless for 5 days is pretty good. It was at the start. I was like, oh no, because at first I thought I was like gone for good. I was like, all those naked pictures of me and Zindu, but we tracked it down. The scientists helped me out with that. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, could be Quercus. Scientists helped me track it down. so after I realized that it wasn't lust in the like forever, I was like, okay, whatever. I'll get it at another time. I'll send an errand boy, I'll send a pool boy to go pick it up for me. You know, we got those down the sewer. Tonight's beverage for me is some. I'm a big fan of sparkling water. I like seltzer. I'm a big seltzer fan. It's probably hard for Spanish people to order seltzer at a restaurant. They probably always give them salsa. I've been watching a lot of Seinfeld lately. So I didn't have a phone for like 5 days, and it was really freeing. I really think that, whew, everybody should, if you're drinking tonight, enjoy. Please be my guest. But I haven't had an alcoholic beverage. I don't even really want one anymore. I think they put like some weird shit in there that made me like reject alcohol. Anyway, I got a shitload of weed though. I'm gonna be smoking the fuck out of that. Hold on one second. Let me light this up here. Aaron. Yeah. Where am I again? It just felt great. It felt great to not have a phone. I'm actually I've been checking it a lot less lately now too. So it's like we got whew, that's some good fucking weed. So we got like these things going on. Hold on one second. Diane, where are you? You in the water over here? Hold on, I'll be right back. Hi, everybody. So yeah, tonight we're gonna have a fun time tonight. We're also gonna have phone calls and voicemails. I guess we'll play some voicemails. I've seen people started sending me text messages. I found a whole bunch of them. People send some weird text messages. What's that pink? It looks like a pink mushroom. Diane, what is this a picture of? They sent pictures too. Weird. Might be an alien or something. Looks like there's mayonnaise coming out of it. We also have music tonight. Oh, and last week I spoke with the great John C. Dvorak. If you missed that, go back and check out that episode. Great stuff. We're so happy to be part of the No Agenda family, to be able to talk to everybody there. And also the Sewer Chat family. You guys were great. I love all you. The weed made me lose my tongue. This is okay. Look, yeah. So if you missed the John C. Dvorak episode, go listen to that. Also, I just want to say thank you to NodeBit. NodeBit is a hero of mine. He's behind the scenes. I think he's like a white hat hacker, or he's a rat hat hacker. Yeah, I would call him a rat hat hacker. NodeBit is my rat hat hacker. Just want to give him a big high five. Whoosh. Thank you so much for all you do, NodeBit. You know what you did, and I love you for it. Lab rat hat habit hacker. It was pretty good. I did want to ask him a lot more questions. I wanted to ask him about music and a whole bunch of other stuff, but my pants started falling off, and I had to go to the bathroom. And you can't keep John C. Dvorak on the phone for more than like an hour and a half or so. The he's busy. He's a busy man. It was his birthday too, so great interview. Love John. Love everybody. Love. I'm gonna play some music now before I get a little taken away. Oh yeah, the music tonight's gonna be a little bit weird for how I did this here. The first song tonight comes from X2 Studios with Echo Park. Diane, is that the name of it? Hold on one second here. Oh, this is... Diane, what happened here? Who touched this? No, somebody definitely... Diane, who touched... Was it Lupe? Was Lupe down in the sewer? Why not to tuck the sheets in? Okay, look. Okay, well, hold on. Yeah, we're gonna listen to Subway Crime. No, we're gonna listen to Echo Park. Yes. See, now I'm all messed up on the music. Started off with... We got Echo Park by X2 Studios. Yeah, whoever usually does the song list this week, they didn't really organize it very well for me to play it back. So I have to keep going back to SoundCloud. If you want to find any of this music, go to SoundCloud. Likes Nick the Rat. That's who I am. Yeah, I am Nick the Rat on SoundCloud. Go there and check that out. Now, how did I get this revelation? Now, it's might be from the solar storm that's happening. I think yesterday there was a gigantic the sun jizzed. It just and it's coming here. It's going to hit us tomorrow. The gigantic ball of plasma jizzles is going to sprinkle the earth with a whole bunch of possibly auroras, which might be cool. So tomorrow night, look up at the sky at night, and you might see some auroras. You're in the northern hemisphere, I think. I don't know. Or we might all die. Everybody's all worried about everything when who knows if the sun's ever it's gonna like a zit on the sun's gonna pop, and we're all toast. Maybe I should. Okay, let me just read this to you because I don't. This is from the paper of record, New York Post. A dead sunspot explosion could shoot solar storms to Earth. A mass of solar particles is heading our way. That exploded on April 11th. It led to a coronal mass ejection, a CME. I usually have those when I go to the massage parlor. CME, which is a type of flare that can cause solar storms on Earth. A dead sunspot explosion may sound intense, but it's unlikely to have a huge impact on Earth. So they say. Why would they want to cause panic? We might all be dead tomorrow, people. So live your life today. Let's see here. Sunspots are dark regions that pop up on the sun due to magnetism inside the burning ass. They could last between a few hours to a few months and are considered dead when they start to break apart. A sunspot called AR2987 exploded recently and was considered dead until it randomly rebooted. They saw the finger of God come down and poke it. It looked much like Goatsy. So tomorrow, they were like, oh, it's going to be a big storm, but they're calling it, I think it's only a G2 or something. I don't even know what the hell that means. I never experienced any Gs other than a couple at the park that I bought weed from. But yeah, I think we should be all scared. I don't know. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I don't know. Maybe I should start drinking again. No, it's okay, Nick. Nick, you don't need. Oh, just got a message on my phone. Did you get what? No, I'm okay. There was not as big as news as me figuring out how to fix reality, but this week, actually 2 days ago, was it yesterday? So it was today's Wednesday. On Tuesday in New York City, in Brooklyn, actually pretty darn close to the studio, there was a fucking dumbass on the train with a gun. What a fun time! I'm getting real sick of this city. Everything's overpriced. They never clean it. It's you'd think that a rat wouldn't care. But it's fucking filthy. I'm not just even talking about the subway. I'm talking about pretty much the whole entire fucking goddamn city. Every street, even like in Brooklyn, you go up, there's trash everywhere. Litter. It's littered. The whole place is littered. All the streets are broken and cracked. If you could find a nice smooth pavement in pretty much anywhere in New York City, I'd be shocked. I'd be flabbergasted. I'd suck your dick. If you could tell me where there's a flat road that's not all cracked up in New York City, I'd high five you. Escape from New York, for real. That'd be a fun movie, The Rat Escape in New York. It also stinks. It's fucking a horribly stinky place. And there's a lot of people crammed in. There's a lot of people. It's like the secret of Nim over here. Now this guy wasn't from New York, supposedly. He's from Wisconsin. They don't even know if it's him. Might be, might not be. He seems like a nut from his YouTube videos. Watched a couple of them. It was there's just a disturbed person. If this is the person that did it, he's a disturbed person. And guess what? New York City has a lot of these fucking people. He was in Philadelphia. There's a lot. Actually, the whole planet is covered in disturbed people. But when you jam them in, you get a city and you pack them all in there. There's people. Okay, well, this guy wasn't from New York, though, so my argument's a little bit off. But the thing is, there's a lot of people that. Oh, okay, still. Every week you read a story about somebody getting pushed down the stairs at a subway or kicked in front of a train or the shit rubbed on their face or robbed or raped or every week there's your chances of getting raped and robbed in New York is a lot higher than like winning the lottery. And I'm guessing in a lot of places in America, it's not like that. It's probably a lot less chances of rape and robbery. So, ooh, I'm just gonna talk about this dumbass for a little bit because there's a couple of very strange things, very strange. Also, I didn't have my phone while this was happening, so I was walking around smiling, la di da, going to the studio, which is there's there's a there's a couple of studios all over the city that I work in, and I was on the way to one, and it was it's actually one train stop away from there. It's on 59th Street. This happened on either 36th or 25th Street, probably between there. It was on probably at 26th, 25th, going to 36, going. No, it was going the other way. It was going from 36 to 20. I don't know exactly where the train was. It was between those stops, supposedly going to the city. That's like one stop away from where I was that day, and I didn't have my phone, and I hear all the phones going off, like beep beep. It was like an Amber Alert, so I was like, oh, another kid was robbed or swiped. You get these alerts on your phone saying, hey, have you seen this van? Have you seen this missing? But you never get the update saying that they're okay. You never get like the second buzz on your phone. This is why phones are evil. But like, there's a lot of evil things going on out there. And this is it's alert citizen, alert bad, but they never say alert citizen. It's good, okay. We figured it out. But no, I wasn't shot. I got a couple people asking if I was shot. I was not shot. The subway, the 36th Street station, is a fairly newish one. I would say in the last 10 years constructed. So they don't clean these things. They might dump water on the floor, but they don't fix them up. Most subways, I would say 95% of them, are disgusting, filthy, falling apart pieces of shit. You go to any subway stop in the city, and these people, you know how much money the MTA is making? They're making a lot. They're making a lot of money. Because if you cram the secret and NIM into a small space, and most of them are poor and can only afford to take that subway, the subway, MTA has to be making tons of money. Like 3 times, I don't know, $1 million a day, something like that. And it's just fucking. It's a dirty. It stinks. The cameras weren't on. Now they didn't. I kept hearing, oh, the cameras were off that day. Now were they off that day, or were they never on? And how many other places in the subway are off? Is there any accountability? Is anybody asking these questions? Like, what's going on down here? Why are we not finding out how fucked up their system really is to prevent this from happening? What do I know? It's just, it's just, it's a one-time deal, everybody. We're figuring that out now. So he throws this crazy guy on the train. There's only one video that we've seen of somebody filming from the second car. Nobody on that car had a camera phone. I'm sure 20 people on the phone had their shit with them. But after, somebody whips out a fucking gas mask and throws a smoke bomb, you're probably not really wondering where your phone is. Then again, what was the whole point in concealing himself? What was this person's plan? Because after he shot 33 bullets and only hit 10 people, none fatally, which, thank God, after he shot 33 bullets, he pretty much got naked. He took his all of his clothes off, including his wallet with his ID. What? The guy the guy that did this, supposedly, if it was him, and this was his YouTube videos. He's mentally disturbed, so he's probably not the smartest guy. That's why and thank God he's not the smartest guy. So 33 bullets, dropped his wallet, ran out of the place. Nobody knows. Nobody was able to say, oh, maybe they were just, I don't, the people on the train must have seen him before he put the gas mask on and started shooting. People must have been like, oh, well, that was the guy. Not allegedly, it was him. Why is this still even a question? Why is it still allegedly him? Why can't, there was more than 10 people on that train. And at least 5 must have seen him, and none of them are dead. So I'm sure that they could drop the allegedly and say it was him, unless he was wearing a gas mask the entire time. Little weird stuff. Oh, also there was like a mesh network of helicopters going off that day. I was like, "What's this guy must have stolen a lot of kids." Before I knew what was actually happening. Then if it was then there was a cash reward. 50K. Then this was announced over a whole bunch of briefings of cops going to the podium and answering questions, and stupid questions and no answers, because the cops can't even really say anything because they're quote unquote doing investigating, but they're and they don't want to, you can't say oh, we think he's at 7-Eleven, we have a clue because we're going to go there and check it out now, because that would alert the perp and he'd go away. So I understand secrecy is sort of needed, but the secrecy, the amount of information is really fucking small and stupid. It's so there was a 50K reward, and then the story kept changing too. First, I heard he was like 5'7" and 200 pounds. And either way, that's all going to change. Things, I understand stories develop, but at one point, they caught him, and apparently he turned himself in. He called the cop. Now I have a theory about this, and we'll see how it plays out. But I keep hearing about this hero dude that saw the guy and called the cops. He was like, he's at McDonald's in Greenwich Village. But maybe the cops are just saying that he called to turn himself in, so they don't have to give the guy the $50,000 for finding him. Hey, here's my tip. I found the guy. Oh, wait, he turned himself in already. We were not giving you the money. So the whole city is fucking corrupt. Every fucking politician's corrupt. Even Nick the Rat's corrupt. Let's listen to another song on the radio over here. We're gonna listen to this is a good song. It's Diane. I have my song list ready for me next week. This is I Can't Stand the Rain by Skippy Studio.
I can stand the rain against my window, bringing back sweet memories. Oh, I can stand the rain against my window, 'cause he ain't here with me. Hey, you in the pain? Well, do you remember how sweet it used to be? When we were together, everything was so grand. And now that we've parted, there's one sound that I just can't stand. Oh, I can stand the rain against my window, bringing back sweet memories. Oh, I can stand the rain against my window, 'cause he's not here with me. And when we were together, everything was so grand. But now that we've parted, this one breeze. No, I can stand the rain against my window, 'cause he's not here with me. But when we were together, everything was so grand. And now that we've parted, there's one sound that I just can't stand. Oh, I can stand the rain. And I can stand the rain. No, I can stand the rain. I can stand the rain. Can't stand it, 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 can't stand it. Oh, I can stand the rain, stand it, can't 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 stand it. Oh, I can stand the rain, I can stand the rain, I can stand the rain. I can stand the rain against my window, bringing back sweet memories. I can stand the rain, I can stand the rain, I can stand the rain.
I can stand a rain too. We're going to thank some people for helping create this show, usually with monetary buckaroos, I guess you could say. Also, you could send stuff to. I got a poo box. Don't send poo. Nick the Rat, P.O. Box 90549, Brooklyn, New York 11209. We got two floppy. I'm thinking they're checks. They look official. They don't look like they're handwritten. Two floppy things right here. Let's open them up. See what we got. This one might be some ASMR. So I don't know. Probably not though. I'll probably fuck it up. Here we go. Sewer mail. Also, I'll read notes first. That'll let me know if I should say your name. I don't say names. I only say initials, and then I say the amount. So we have thanks for your show from Sir Cross Stitch, $5. Now, I'm not going to be reading Sir Cross Stitch's real initials because that's doxing somebody. And I try not to dox in the sewer because you shouldn't dock where you pod. Thank you so much. This is going right to the tax man. It's tax season, everybody. Thank you, Sir Crossstitch, for supporting the show. And we have one other P.O. box. You dox where I wants to dox. That you could. Oh, wait. I'm going to attempt the letter opener again. Let's see if I can get better at this here. Jeez, how do you... I'll never learn how to use this damn letter opener. They just make these envelopes too sticky. Oh, shit. Just cut my finger off. Yeah. Maybe I should scale. What is that, like WD-40 or what is that, Gugon? I'll put some. Wait, there's like a little tear here. Is this a tear? No, there is, but it's a fucking shitty ass. Squirt some ranch hand, yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention. Well, maybe ranch hand with the job. Okay, we got this here. Fat Man Nuclear Vibrat Free Ship. 69. Holy moly. I almost threw this one. Wow. Sir Mike Crotch. You want to see my packages in color? Well, it's my packages are just checks. I think they're green. But if I ever get something that's in smell-o-vision, I'll make sure to hook you up. Sir Mike Crotch, Fat Man Nuclear Vibrat Free Ship. I think I might have just accidentally nuked Taiwan or something with that. That's a code, right? $69.99. Holy moly, Sir Mike Crotch, with a big $69.99. Oh, he wants the Fat Man Nuclear Vibrator. Did you have like voice to speech make this? Did you? Did your phone send this out by accident? Okay, Google, please send Nick the Rat P.O. Box 905. All right, I had to turn my phone off. I'll remember the P.O. Box one day. But Sir Mike Crotch, wow. That one made it all worth it. No, I appreciate whatever you send whenever you send. It's there is no... I think I need like an atomic thin letter opener. So I just like touch it against the letter. And reality splits apart. That would be cool. All right, let's go to the PayPal. You could also go to donate on the Nick the Rat webpage, nicktherat.com. Click donate. And you could either do a subscription for $4.20 a month. Probably get like $3.69 from that. I don't know. Or you could just pick any amount and send that to me as well. Ow. Also, I give everything away for free. If you want to rebroadcast this show, be my guest. And all the music is CC by 3.0. Let's see here. Do I get any donations this week? I think I got a couple. I do got a couples. This one's from last week, the 6th, right? Yeah, that's from... Oh, that was... Yeah, okay. That's... we got... What the... Oh, boy, oh, boy. We just got the... We got a big old dump. We got a big old dump truck of threes. Anonymous, please. Please accept this mingling money in exchange for the recent interview. There's a weird end symbol here. The PG Tips related insights were life-changing. Is your Herman Miller chair rat-sized or adult human-sized? It's rat-sized. Well, I got it for cheap. 33342 from Anonymous. And start the sewer mobile. We're getting out of here. Well, if you ever want me to interview anybody else, let me know and I'll talk to them. I'm happy you enjoyed it. I did too. And thank you so much. Wow. We have 420 from NW. Thank you so much, NW. Give Anonymous some stuff up in there. Give him the pluses. Give NW the pluses too for the 420. Thank you so much. We have also the... I guess I get like $100 from that since the taxes are coming up. We got 420 from Tajunta. Took me a second. I was looking at the donation and I figured it out. 420 from Tajunta. Thank you so much. TJ. Unta. Let's see here. We couldn't process your thing here. That's fine. That's cool. JB with 420. See, I didn't dox you. No doxing. JB, not doxing you unless you want to dock. Give me a call. We could dock if you got the proper equipment. 420. We also have, let's see here, LB with 420. LB, thank you so much for BLing. And finally, in the PayPal donations, we got a big old, oh boy, we got a 2-0, a big old 20 spot. Now is the time from IF. Now is the time. Could be. Now is the time. And right now is the time. Now is the time. And now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. We also have Twitch. Yeah, we got Twitch stuff you can do. Nobody on Twitch has donated. That's all cool. Cryptic Davey followed 5 days ago. And thanks for that follow. Those are all the donations this week. We do have... even though we got big donations, we still get bigger corporate money from corporateers, from corporatizers. Yeah, we have to play some corporate stuff. Hold on one second. Diane, where's the list of sponsors this week? Oh, you're pulling it up now. All right, we're gonna play some. We're gonna play some of the big money makers here. The big shakers. The corporate people. Because people like you donate, but you guys are just the little people. The people that matter. The people that matter, you'll never meet in your entire life because they're just behind like a curtain, and so. I try to open that curtain for the little people sometimes to let them see the big people behind there. So here we go.
Are you worried you might lose your woman?
Yeah.
Have you ever not satisfied her?
No.
Would you like to change that?
Maybe.
Who has the time? Not me.
No.
Not you.
No.
Dark Sewer Network has the solution.
Oh, really? Tell me more.
Introducing the Hitachi Fat Man.
Oh.
The first nuclear-powered vibrator on the market.
Oh, my.
Now you, too, can finally drop bombs in the bedroom and blow your lover away.
Is that even legal?
Our sex scientist spent years perfecting the ultimate stimulator. It operates with 2 settings, gun type and implosion.
Gun type sounds good. I like that.
You can't get more bang for your buck.
Oh, okay.
Only $69.99 on the Dark Sewer Network.
Worth it.
Use of this device may cause paralysis, temporal dimensional rifts, life-threatening orgasms, and anal leakage. Nuclear batteries not included.
Hello, this is Tommy Everici, owner of Tommy's Arcades. Are you stuck at home? You need some fresh air? Well, then come on down to our brand new location here in the Dark Sewer. Tommy's Dark Sewer Arcade has just opened its doors to the public. I have been in the electronic gaming business for 33 years. We dumped our old location and we moved down here into the sewer. So fucking good. Yeah, we're in the driest corner we can find. We've got 4 beautiful, pristine machines, liquid hot, ready to roll. We've got snacks, candy, soda, beer, liquor, drugs, and so much more. It's an all-out bonanza down here, and you don't want to miss it. If you want to book the space for parties or other reservations, give us a call at 917-719-5923. This is Tommy from Tommy's Arcades, and hey, I'm living the 16-bit friggin' dream!
Same in 68 with subway crime. Welcome back to the sewer with Nick the Rat and Sewer Chat We're gonna open the phone lines. If you'd like to give a call, and we could talk about anything, except for that. Except for that. Hold on one second. Diane, is the phone's working? Yeah, check to see if they're working. Hello, is the phone working?
What up, motherfucker? This is Jed the Groundhog, man.
Jed the Groundhog?
Yeah, man, it's Jed. Look, man, you've been talking about your city problems, and I just thought I'd call and give you that country road and perspective, you know?
Hit me up with it, brother.
Okay, look, man, I'm going to cut to the chase. I think you should stay where you are and be like, I'll rat on the inside, because, like, people out here, man, they like driving $8,000 trucks and shit, and they don't even smoke no weed or nothing. We need you in the city, man.
Well, the thing is, I'm probably never gonna leave because I can't get away from the convenience of the deli that's above my house.
Yeah, man.
I climb
you
up the
don't come
pipe
out,
and I get all the
listen,
free food and whatever I want to drink. I have to wait till 3 a.m, but it's pretty convenient.
Yeah, man, they're trying to take the food away from the country. People got it all wrong, man. Like they don't like you hear about this chicken flu stuff, Nick?
The chicken flu, yeah. Who hasn't heard about the chicken
Oh
flu?
yeah, man. Because you see, they're gonna say that only big business is safe to handle chicken, and pretty soon you won't even be able to make a chicken. Like, hey, motherfucker, you tell me how to make my own chicken.
Caller, I can make a chicken. I can make a chicken.
You can make a chicken in the well, hell yeah, man. Nick, you need to save your ass in the sewer, man. Don't come out to the country because it ain't good. It ain't gravy.
If a
we
person,
need our big rat cousin Nick in the sewer, man. I'm telling you, oh shit, they're coming for me now. They caught me making chicken. No, it's not. I don't know where that chicken nugget juice still came from, man. Oh God.
Caller? Diane, can you trace him down? We're gonna move in with him. And I'm gonna give him some chicken. It looks like the phone line is working. This is cool. Okay. Hey, caller, how are you doing?
Oh, hey, you sexy little rat. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty sexy. How are you? Can you just do me a one favor that's gonna be really, really sexy?
I want you to be so sexy.
I want you to bend over, okay? I want you to bend over, and I want you to reach your arms out into like a yoga pose, and I want you to stretch. I want you to stretch your back and your arms until your hands touch a knob. Now I want your hands to go on that knob, and hopefully it's not too greasy, so you could get a good, nice grip on it. And if you could just turn your radio down, please, because I could hear it in the background.
Am I supposed to do this after I reach through my legs to turn down the radio, or do you want me to reach up and grab my greasy ass knob first?
It sounds pretty good right now. Okay, I think you're doing pretty good now.
Oh my. Oh my. I heard that chicken nugget juice, fellow, and that sounds mighty, mighty tasty. Nom nom. Nom nom. Nom nom.
Caller, are you in the country or in the city?
I ain't in no city. I ain't in no country. I am in my own meat prison.
See, this is bringing up the exact point that I'm talking about. There's crazy people all over the entire planet.
Oh, indeed. There's some crazy motherfuckers out there, man.
But when you condense them into it's like the secret of Nim.
It's like you're opening up a can of crazy sardines on motherfuckers, and they got shivs and shit, and they're jumping up and stabbing them with their little sardine-sized shivs, just right in the jugular.
It's an experiment, I tell you. They're just packing us together, and it probably all started with that damn purple dress, right? Was it purple and green or some shit? They started the divide in humanity then. They were actually, maybe it was probably before that. The first news conglomerate. Diane, who was the first news conglomerate? Get him on the phone. I want a job.
It was the Dutch East Indies Trading Company.
The Dutch East Indies, those motherfuckers. Those are the guys that ruined it all. Is that legal for me to say?
Maybe that John D. feller, he might have had his hand in it too. Are you gonna ask John D. to do that yoga pose? That sounds mighty sexy.
Oh yeah, he did the yoga pose. Oh, that was after the after the show's over. We did a little Skype video call. We were talking about exercise and stuff, so we decided to do some yoga over the Skype, over the video, together. We thought it would motivate ourselves, and it went pretty well. He could bend. The man, he's a little bit older than 25, but he could bend.
Nick the Rat, have you ever talked to an angel before?
Maybe.
You know what they say, maybe he's just a baby that needs nurturing into a yes.
Caller, have you talked to angels?
Accidentally this one time in Las Vegas.
You say in Las Vegas?
It laughed at me.
Angel laughed at you. Are you a comedian, caller?
Only when I'm not trying to be.
Well, then maybe it was the devil. It wasn't an angel.
Las
Sometimes
Vegas.
you can mix up the devils and the angels.
Las Vegas, all signs point yes.
I hope you...
I wasn't even trying to talk to it. I was just staring at the blank TV screen. That shit was turned off. And this like real nasty motherfucker started looking back at me, and
That has happened to me before. I had a TV turn on once, and there's just eyes all in it looking at me.
Like a big hall of eyes.
Big old hall of eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Spooky shit, man.
I know spooky, but I know spooky shits too. Caller? Do you have any scary stories you want to tell us? That was pretty scary. Hold on 1 second here. You get these voicemails over here. Let's listen to one. 917-719-5923.
Hey, Nick.
All right, let's save that for a little bit. We got a live caller. Caller, how are you? We just interrupted that. Whoa.
Hell, I had to turn my radio off.
Did you just turn the Bluetooth off in my brain?
Yeah, it was Bluetooth just went off in your brain, man. I wasn't aiming at your brain, but it's, sorry.
Bluetooth is weird.
I hate it, man. But it, I just got a Bluetooth speaker, and I don't know.
It's cool. Bluetooth sucks, and it's amazing and sucks at the same time.
Yeah, like if I leave that speaker on and I turn the Bluetooth off on my phone while I'm talking to somebody and I walk away 20 feet, because I like to pace while I'm on the phone.
Yeah.
And I walk away 20 feet and I come back, it automatically hooks back up to that speaker and everybody's like, hello, hello, hello.
And the amazing part is how universal it is. Like they actually kept the standard, because the Bluetooth noise that I just heard, everybody hears that noise when Bluetooth turns off.
Right. Yeah, you know exactly what it is, man. It's good branding.
It's really good branding. It's because they used a glyph, or what do they call it? A rune, a Celtic rune, or a Viking rune for the B.
Oh yeah, yeah. It is kind of like a recognizable, kind of cool, like old kind of thing.
I forget it's supposed to. I think it's supposed to represent one of the Norse gods or something for. But yeah. Well, are we talking over your speaker now? No, I'm just. Anyway, caller, you called me. What's going on? How are you?
I called you to say, well, you were asking the last caller if he had a scary story, and I was like, I just heard a scary story from a guy that's doing this podcast that, like, he was on this subway train and shit, man. Like, man, well, I'm glad you made it out alive, bud.
I didn't even make it in.
Didn't even make it in. Well, you're in the area.
I was in the area. I was
Fair enough.
after I heard about it, I was looking around a little bit. I was like, gotta look for a person in a construction vest.
Oh man, there's only like a couple of those in the city, right?
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh yeah, and I did see. I was like, 'cause sometimes I take this like a quote unquote scenic path, which is basically grass, about maybe 20 feet of grass for about a block, and I was like, I'll take the scenic path. And there was some little dude on a bike with a construction vest on, and I did call the cops on him, and they killed him. So it's pretty cool, but I don't think it was
Oh,
him. Yeah, it was.
man. Did they even just try to tase him first, or they just
They
blasted
just indiscriminately killed him.
Wow. Well, it's discriminate. Actually, it was discriminate because he was in the vest, man. He had the vest on.
That's true.
Put the fucking vest down right now.
Drop the vest. Drop the vest.
Well, it's kind of, people go crazy. I bet the guy was on drugs.
I think he probably needed to be on drugs.
Maybe he should have. Yeah, he was on the wrong drugs.
Probably. It's there's a lot of mental illness out there, and there's society. It's not really helping. I don't think anybody really gives a shit.
Well, people say that like a good trip, like a good shroom trip once in a while can really knock somebody out of the rut they're in,
Oh, good, yeah.
Maybe the guy should have just been tripping instead of taking antidepressants or whatever.
Well, who knows what he was taking?
Or who knows what he's taking?
Yeah,
I'm just kind of, it's wild conjecture over here.
Also, who knows what happened to him in his life? Like maybe every day while he was growing up, his parents covered, instead of having carpet, they had Lego pieces all over the floor. So,
dude, that would be torture.
Maybe that was his life growing up. I don't know. But either way, what an asshole.
You drive a hard bargain.
If it was yeah, this it sucks.
Well, it's just I think it's just a sign of the times. There's more people medicated than ever, and I was thinking the other day that like there's that they're saying fluvoxamine can treat that one disease that's going around these days.
Fluvoxamine?
Yeah, it's an antidepressant. It's a really old antidepressant, and I was like wondering if maybe the coof was maybe designed to make people depressed, and that's why an antidepressant treats it so well.
Doesn't all sicknesses make you depressed? Like, I don't think I've ever been like, man, I have a headache. I'm feeling great.
Well, I'll tell you though, man, when I had the coof, I was like so down, man. I was like, I couldn't do anything. I was like, even with the TV on, I was just still staring at the wall and not even listening to it. Just like, ugh, I wish I was dead. I mean, I've never been that depressed before, man. I was just like, and it was like deep down. It wasn't just like because I was sick. It was like, it just almost shut my brain down, man. Like, I don't know. So maybe that's why I heard that story about the antidepressant actually being successful at treating it, and then like
it's an SSRI.
To being extremely depressed. Yeah.
Really?
I'm not going to start taking those just because I have the coof either. That's the thing. It's because those things have enough side effects on their own.
But it says it reduces fucking hospitalization. How about
I never
this?
went to the hospital.
How about
anyway.
this? Everybody gets sick, and it's just like, oh, everybody take these happy pills. It turns into Brave New World. It's not even for the thing. It's like, hey, now you a happy person. Yeah, you were sick. Now you happy.
Yeah, you're just all of a sudden you're just willing to settle for everything. Oh, hey, I guess life sucked today, but I'm still happy because I'm taking this pill.
They probably give fluvoxamine instead of grading papers. Oh, you did your homework. Here's some fluvoxamine. Doesn't even matter if you did it, good or bad.
That's maybe.
That'd be cool.
Well, one thing I saw about the fluvoxamine thing was that it's an old and really cheap one. So I bet that like if you go to a psychologist today, they're probably not going to prescribe it to you. or a psychiatrist probably wouldn't subscribe it to you because it's the cheap one. It's the old cheap one. Now they got the newfangled bullshit that's really driving people crazy, and that's what you're probably going to get prescribed to you. So it's like they're just trying to repurpose an old drug because it has it reduces inflammation too. So kind of like I don't know if like the inflammation involved with COVID. I don't know, man.
Didn't they also say like Viagra is good for fucking shit? It's
that's good for Alzheimer's. I think that's because they're just trying to renew the patent, or like
kind of like what Sony did with Spider-Man. It's got to make something new to keep the patent. Like Sony and Spider-Man. Like they had to make another Spider-Man movie just so they would keep the license for it.
Oh yeah.
It's
exactly, man.
Everybody's trying to fuck us. This reality is falling apart, and nobody cares. I don't think most people see it. Do you think people notice that that shit's just falling apart around them?
I think we do, but we're all not certain of what we can even do about it. A lot of people throw their hands up in the air.
I know.
Then you get the other crowd that's like, what are you gonna do about it? You're just gonna sit on your couch. Like, have you ever had somebody troll you on the internet? Like, what are you gonna do about it? You're just talking. Like, if you comment,
you can't talk to people on the internet.
I'm just saying, like, you just have a rando just be like, oh man, what are you gonna do about it? It's kind of like, well, you know, Ben Franklin had a printing press. That's what he did about it back in the day, man. So like, we can at least talk. You know, if we're gonna have any change happen, people have to talk first.
They do have to do something. There is a problem of people not doing stuff. I notice I get depressed when I don't do something. It's like 'cause you see an issue and you could just go into a hole and let the issue consume you, or you could maybe just try a little something to, you know, even if it's a little something.
Sure.
That little something.
Yeah, I just like to even fix stuff around the house. You know, just like find something to fix once in a while. Like when I'm bored, you know, like stave off the boredom by doing stuff.
Yeah, like if you do you care about climate change? Well, yeah, I fixed the curtain rod in my house. Feel better about that now.
You know,
you know,
I like to turn garbage into stuff. You know, I like making stuff out of garbage or fixing things with like scrap metal, or
There
you
you
know,
go.
just take something and make it into something that works again. And it's like, hey, that feels kind of good.
And you could say that's fixing like starving children in Africa. You utilizing garbage is actually helping that somehow. If you think about it really deeply.
Sure.
It's like thoughts and prayers,
well, we don't
but
have
at
to
least you
rape
have
the
something
African
cool.
continent to source our precious metals. If I recycle the precious metals over here.
Oh man, I was watching this thing on the BBC about I forget, I think it was like Saudi Arabia and some other country. They're like, we're gonna maybe Iran. Like we're gonna recycle. They're gonna use our garbage recycling because we could do it cheaper, and we got the equipment to do it instead of some other poor country. And they show like the guy's operation. He's like behind like a dirt desk. It's like a desk made of dirt, and they got like guys on the floor blowing like forges and stuff with their face and no shoes on and no safety gear or nothing. It's just like, wow, that's people.
I've actually
do
ran my forge barefoot. I mean, I forge a little bit of stuff. Like I take old drill bits and make them into shit. Like I don't know, man. Like just stuff, you know.
You
I
could
should be
sell
wearing
that
shoes
stuff
when I'm doing it.
well, you know, it's sometimes when I fry an egg, I like to do it dangerously without pants on. You know.
Yeah, I just like whenever I strike with the hammer, so I don't get sparks in my eyes. I just blink every time.
Just close your eyes.
Who needs safety glasses?
But then you can't see the cool spark if you get one.
I miss the beauty, but
save the pupils.
No, I don't know. I don't really get stuff hot enough that it really flies around that much. Like the sparks don't fly that much because you have to get it really hot for sparks to really go flinging off and shit. There's more shape and bend stuff.
That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. Color, shaping and bending.
Shaping and the bending.
You know what could help your forging? You mix some fluvoxamine into the what is it called? Smelt or the kiblets of metal.
Yeah, you sprinkle it on the metal, and then it's like it makes it weld better.
It does. Also,
know,
it makes the metal feel happier about the whole situation.
yeah, it's like flux, man. Fluvoxamine flux. Yeah, spreads it around, spreads the love, man.
The Brooklyn way.
That's right, man.
Caller, do you like Star Trek?
Oh, I love Star Trek, man.
Who's your favorite character on Star Trek?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to always argue with my stepdad about Kirk and Picard because I was a Picard guy, you know, being younger, and it's like Kirk was a pretty badass guy.
He was.
I like the way he cheated on the test in the academy.
I think there was.
Like,
I think
yeah,
there's an
cool,
episode
man.
where he accidentally teleports two red shirts into the middle of nowhere, and he's just like, oh well.
Whoops. No shit. I don't know if I saw it. I don't remember that.
it's there's a lot of weird things that happens in that show, but it's so hard to like because it's so slow. The original series is, and they got that the beep in the background. It's just like put you to sleep, like beep,
Yeah.
beep. Then they would talk
Well,
for a
it's
little bit.
hypnotizing. Like some people think that people like that came out before the moon landing to kind of hypnotize people to be able to think that moon landing was real. I'm not saying that it was not real. I'm just saying that, you know, maybe they did think about faking it and they were like, let's, you know, in case, you know, let's hedge our bets and just make sure people think that it was real, even if we're not faking it.
Yeah, the moon
Wink.
landing's weird. Like to be able to land a vehicle on the moon, then make it take off again and connect back to the ship. That's
In a Jiffy Pop container. I mean,
yeah, it's very very strange. Very strange.
well,
I don't
they had
know. It's
the best minds of the time, you know, the best cinematographers and, you know.
well, we made nuclear
One
bombs
thing,
and stuff. We did a lot of cool stuff. Now all we do is make computers in our pockets, pocket-sized computers.
yeah. Yeah, Tech News is the new phone coming out.
Cool things are coming though. The displays and stuff have been getting pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But still, it's a brain rot. Most of it.
It's mostly, well, it's always used to like just take your information or like just scan what you're doing.
Yeah, it
Just,
really is.
just so they know how much money you have and how much money you're willing to spend on everything.
It's kind of weird. It's
Then they're
kind of
going to
like,
charge you like $5 more for everything.
and each company is kind of like a monster in the ether because they don't really exist, but they are there, and they got like eyes in your house, and they're looking at you through your TV, even when it's off. Caller? Let's finish that voicemail.
I don't want to sound desperate, but I need you to announce on the air that it was $69,099,000,000 that was donated for the Fat Man. It was kind of a deal that I thought we had non-verbally agreed upon because of my business and the tax implications. It was kind of implied, I thought. Yeah, so if we could make that an announcement.
We could do that.
69 billion, 99 million, that would really go a long way for my write-off. And then I can continue to enlarge rodent peni to potentially alien size. Not just the warts on his legs. I mean real peni. So, but we have some salve he can rub on the warts if he needs to count them, or continue to count them. But yeah, salve, putting salve on the, peni bumps on his legs. Oh God, Linda's gonna kill me. Fuck, what have I done? Hey Nick, I love you. My address is
No,
917
you can't give me no, don't give your address away on the air. No last names, no addresses. Only give my address. And for your tax reasons, thank you for the check of 69 trillion 99 billion and 2 pennies. What was the 2 pennies for? A lot of money though. Thank you so much, Sir Dr. McCrotch. All these callers are talking about how reality's falling apart, and I actually do have a way to fix this. Came up with this whole amazing idea. Hold on. What? I'm a little lost in the show right now because the music. Diane, please make sure that they never mess this up again. Yeah, this is I can't work like this. This is we're gonna play some music. I can't work like this. Diane, we have to change this around. Okay, this one's called "Stay With Me" Synthwave Remix by Sakic. Sakic? Wow. Yeah, the tracks tonight are pretty awesome. Good stuff. Even though I can't find them out over here. You can go to SoundCloud/NickTheRat/likes or go to NickTheRat.com. Click on social and SoundCloud, and all the music is there. And I comment with the episode title, which is 3:30 right now. 3:33. It is midnight in the sewer, and I am very stoned. It's past midnight in the sewer. It's 12:30. I missed it. It's foggy out here in the city. You could hear the foghorns outside. I always like that. It's a problem. I like the ocean. I just don't like ocean people. So foggy. I can't even see my toes right now. I was gonna. Well, that's where the horn is. It's on my leg. We have a. Hold on one second. I got to bring up something here. There's a lot of issues with reality. We know it's falling apart. We could tell because. Who could you trust? Who could you? Where's the truth coming from? Is it your is it the news? Is it the media? Because the main reason we quote unquote maybe caught that guy, I can't even tell though. Every time I read anything now, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's real. I don't even know if I should care. It's very hard to believe in reality when it could be spun in any way. It seems like there's a spinning of reality, and there's like the dress thing. How could you look at that blue and black dress and see white and gold? Like I could see the gold in the black a little bit, but I have no idea where that white thing came from. I think that was the ultimate test for to see how far they could push it. They're like, how far could we push this? And I think that was actually in the news. It was like on TV, that question. They were like, holy shit, what is this? Now, why was that on the news, and why was it so clearly there was zero white in there at all? Because they were testing to see how far they could push the computer simulation theory or something that was falling apart. There was you go to the news today. I almost see this every day. Tell me if you see this. Do you ever see articles about optical illusions? Now, don't get me wrong, I love a good optical illusion. But optical illusions don't say anything about you or your personality or anything. But every day I'm seeing these. Look at this picture. What do you see? If you first saw a man taking an upper decker, then you're a great lover. Or if the first thing you saw in this picture was that, or what if you saw it's kind of like, I was about to say the Bechdel test. It's more like the Rorschach test. It's kind of like the Rorschach test. It's the media doing just trying to get into our brains or something. I don't know. Some media is good, like Art Bell. Did Art Bell is this like his 4th anniversary of his passing? April 13th. Yeah, that was just the other day. Ducky reminded me of that too. Art Bell was great, and he tested the limits to see what he could say too. And he started with politics. I think he went through an awakening. Like he was like, oh, there's always going to be a divide in people. Why not make fun divides within people? Like, was there a moonlight? Is there a ghost on Uranus? Sure, why not? We could have somebody that says there is, and we could talk about it. And, I still listen to him almost daily on TuneIn Radio. That's a problem with society. Things just disappeared. He probably has so much work that is recorded somewhere, but it's locked up because of probably some copyright rights and money and laws and bullshit. Oh, Art. He didn't really practice what he preached very much. But he was a great preacher. Art was an amazing preacher, but not a great practitioner. I don't know. I never met the guy. But yeah, the things are definitely unraveling. But I think I have a way to fix this. I have a way to fix this, and I'm gonna tell you. But first, let's listen to a voicemail 917-719-5923. I actually do have a way, and I think it actually could work. I have a
快递语音通知，你有一则海外包裹新信息，查询请按3，获取详细内容。
I think that's the person that returned my phone. 917-719-5923.
Rick the Net!
Cooper practiced what he preached and was gunned down in his driveway. So there's that. Cooper who? Cooper from Twin Peaks? Agent Cooper? Uh, 917 Cooper Pooper. 917-719-5923. Thank you for translating that for me, Servo.
Hey Nick, this is John and Chris over doing Abs in a Six Pack, and we wanted to know what you thought about Saturn and planets. And what was the question, John?
I don't remember. Do you think planets could be sentient? Are planets alive? Can they be? Can they move closer to us? Can planets come?
If one planet gets too, like if Saturn gets too close to Earth, can we get a restraining on it? Or can we Me Too Saturn? We get a restraining order on them?
Yeah, because we got to consent for that.
Yeah. Anyway, Nick,
Well,
just hope you're having a good night, and hope you have it. Hope you don't. Hope and then
Planets are as sentient as the rocks they're made of. I don't know. Maybe. I never talked to one, so I'm going to have to say no. Then again, because they're mostly just rocks, right? Maybe there's stuff within them are. I don't know, maybe there's like a network of life, but it's not in a way I could understand anyway. So in a way I could understand, no, probably not. But in a way that I can't understand, yeah, probably. So hey, there's an answer for you that is completely wrong and right at the same time. Maybe. We got this. Wait, where are we in the show? I'm totally lost. I'm very high. Reality's. I need to figure out. Okay, look, I figured it out. I figured out how to fix it. But if we're not all in it together, then it's not going to work. So there might have to be a war. No, it's actually such a good idea. I think everybody would just do it. I think it would fix stuff really quickly too. Really quickly. And okay, so this somebody in the chat room was talking about Art Bell and Cooper. I didn't hear this thing because most of the stuff that I hear from Art Bell is probably going to be repeats on like tune in radio, or you never know who's got what and what's streaming where. There's no just way to get all of it. It kills. There's a lot of killing of culture because of money, I guess. But money, I like money. Money's good. And Art Bell was very good at making money, so I wonder how much. What was Art Bell worth? I know this is gonna be wrong. Art Bell net worth. Also, is his net worth? Is his net worth still going up? 10 million. That's it. I thought it'd be bigger than 10 mil. Well, again, 10 mil is pretty good for a radio dude. Wait, how much does George Norrie make a year? He has a net worth of 5 million and an annual salary of $1 million. And so if he's getting $1 million a year, well, then again, they probably tax the fuck out of that down to like 500,000 or something. Money. Well, hold on one second. We got to play this next song over here. This next song is pretty much how I feel about life sometimes, I guess. Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now by Noj Yanim.
Looking in your eyes, I see a paradise. This world that I found is too good to be true. Standing here beside you, want so much to give you. This love in my heart that I'm feeling for you. Then say I'm crazy, I don't care about that. Put your hand in my hand, baby, don't ever look back. Let the world around us just fall apart. Baby, we can make it if we're heart to heart. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world's set out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Oh, oh. I'm so glad I found you. I'm not gonna lose you. Whatever it takes, I will stay here with you. Take it to the good times, see it through the bad times. Whatever it takes is what I'm gonna do. Let them say we're crazy. What do they know? Put your arms around me, baby, don't ever let go. Let the world around us just fall apart. Baby, we can make it when we're heart to heart. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world's run out of flowers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us. You, all that I need is you.
us now. And if this world's run out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world's run out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us. Whoa. Nothing's gonna stop us now.
That's the song I hear when I open my wallet.
CQ, this is W9GFO. CQ, this is W9GFO here. Come back. CQ. CQ. This is W9GFO here. Come back.
Short backstory on the so to explain my question is like I got myself 2 years ago a laptop that had two graphic cards. It had an Intel and an NVIDIA, and it had the famous Optimus chip that was difficult to operate from Linux. And I saw at the beginning, I was like expecting to get support at some point, and it was kind of difficult at the beginning. And full support came something like a half a year ago with one project that's on GitHub that's working pretty nice. Mm-hmm. But what I saw that at some point I was kind of expecting that maybe NVIDIA would kind of chip in and do something for it. And they said flat out, no, we're not doing any support. And I was like, well, we're playing in the same sandbox. Why can't we be nice to each other? It's like things like this that we cannot have the hardware producers think about the other stuff as well. Yes. They're like hard set on that you cannot really cooperate with them on this. It's like what's your comment on this, that kind of situation?
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm very happy to say that it's the exception rather than the rule. And I'm also happy to very publicly point out that NVIDIA has been one of the worst trouble spot we've had with hardware manufacturers. And that is really sad because NVIDIA tries to sell chips, a lot of chips, into the Android market. And NVIDIA has been the single worst company we've ever dealt with. So NVIDIA, fuck you.
Yeah, hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you asked for some stories about Norm Macdonald and Bob Saget, and the odd part about it is that if I had known they would die as young as they did, I would have really taken notes. I mean, I remember one time, like every time I had lunch with Norm, I would let him pay. I wouldn't put in a dime. And then one time we went out to lunch, and he waited for me to put at least $1 in. And I said, come on, why ruin the tradition? And so he put the money in again. And I remember one time doing Norm's podcast, and it was like the two of us were just going crazy and laughing, and it was like insane. And then afterwards we went to dinner, joined by Bob Saget and Jeffrey Ross. And that was like just nonstop laughing and joking. I mean, I think that dinner, if we had been secretly filmed, that would have been an award-winning comedy special. But yeah, so I still miss Norm and I still miss Bob. And, but I'm sure they're happy to have like fans like you who still remember them. So all the best to you.
We went to a restaurant where all the ordinary people were sitting, which we called the ordinary folks. And we were sitting there on the table and people were just looking over kind of like, who are these guys? Oh my God.
Big steak, scrambled eggs.
6 eggs over each.
A big steak, and I want a tuna omelet.
And a tuna omelet?
Yeah.
Oh, look what he's eating. He's eating 3 hamburgers in one shot. Oh, God, well, who are these gladiators? I mean, they couldn't figure it out who we were, you know? And we loved that kind of a scene, you know, to shock people.
Would you like a cup of tea, mate?
Thanks, Mickey. Love one.
Milk and sugar?
Please.
How many sugars?
2.
What? 200?
Picture you upon my knee, tea for 2 and 2 for tea, just me for you and you for me alone.
And would you like a cup of tea too, mate?
Nothing closer to my heart than a good cup of British cha.
Milk and sugar?
No, I like it dark. That's an impressive set of guns you have there. You must be handy in a brawl. Bam, bam. Knockout. Ding, ding. Very nice. La da 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 dee da ya da.
Do you sense that in some way the Christian Holy Bible is also walled off from certain kinds of inquiry, even in American academia?
No, I don't think so. I think that there's a huge amount of scholarship on the Bible, but from all kinds of points of view, this so-called higher criticism. It took a while to do it because for a long time you weren't allowed to say, for example, there were different voices. They now talk about the J and the P, depending on the different word for God. Is it Elohim? Is it Yahweh? And so on. And even the first person who pointed this out lost his job. It was dangerous to do this in even the history of Western scholarship. But I think in the 21st century, people are pretty free to say what they want about the Bible. People are free to reject it. I found actually the best evidence for my own research was going to Christian bookstores. And there were all these books about apparent contradictions in the Bible, seeming inconsistencies. Books and books of these things, because the Bible scholars noticed that there were these 2 different versions, 2 of every animal on the ark, 7 of every animal, and they were trying to work out, you know, what was the real version. Of course, there is no correct version from a folklorist point of view. So they gave me all the evidence I needed. All I had to do was to look up their passages, and I saw, yeah, these are 2 different versions of the same story. So they were my research assistants. These people who were trying to reconcile these. I mean, you know, was Jesus' robe purple, or was it magenta? Well, maybe the sun was shining it looked red to this one, and somebody reported. I mean, they go to great lengths to try to reconcile these apparent contradictions.
Alright, so the world has seemingly become utterly divided on this dress. What colors do you see? On the one hand, we have Team Black and Blue. On the other, Team White and Gold. We asked on Twitter and got hundreds of responses for both white and gold and black and blue. For what it's worth, we both saw black and blue and thought this was a massive prank at first. So how can it be possible for people to see it so differently?
So I think that we live in a pretty free society in that regard, although there are certainly schools where my approach would not be welcome. But that's okay. I'm at Berkeley, you know. We can say what we want here. There's free speech here. We had to fight for it. So I would say that I think that we have pretty much freedom of the press and free speech in the United States on all topics, including the Bible. But it's still touchy. And there are still places, there's still, after all, religious universities, which are pretty doctrinaire, which don't allow for this kind of approach. They would, I'm sure they'd think I'm very blasphemous to do this. But that's okay. Only have one life.
Hold on to your hats! You're about to get pounded!
How'd it go, Dad? Shit. That bad, huh? You didn't do the humanity is at a crossroads thing?
I did. Didn't take. Corey, my child, if I could encapsulate all the knowledge I've gained through the years from life experience and careful study into a single pearl of wisdom for you, it would be this. People are idiots.
Hello, can I, hi, how, may I, hey Beavis, what's that thing we're supposed to say?
Oh, hey, I think it's, bunghole. Yeah, that's it.
Bunghole. Do you want, like, some food or something?
No, I want your money.
Will that be all for you today?
Now! Empty the drawer!
Empty my drawers?
I've got a gun, idiot! This is a robbery!
Whoa, cool.
For that arrogance, I shall see you dead.
Yeah. All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. See this? This is my boomstick. It's a 12-gauge double-barreled Remington. S-Mart's top of the line. You can find this in the sporting goods department. That's right, this sweet baby was made in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Retails for about $109.95. It's got a walnut stock, cobalt blue steel, and a hair trigger. That's right, shop smart. Shop S-Mart. You got that? Now I swear, the next one of you primates even touches me. Yeah!
What a beautiful crowd. What a wonderful audience. Oh, you're a beautiful crowd. I love you. I'd like to take you home with me. I'd like to see you all naked. I'd like to beat you. I'd like to humiliate you. I'd like to hang each one of you naked by your ankles and smear cheese all over your body.
East of the Rockies, you're on the air. Hi.
Hi, I'd like to talk to Art Dell.
All right. Well, the number one requirement is to turn your radio off.
Oh, sure, I have that off right now.
Well, that's good. Number two, tell us where you are.
I'm from La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Okay. Well, you've got me, so go ahead.
I've got you. I don't have Art Dell.
Yes, you do.
Oh, you're Art Dell?
Yes, I am.
Well, hi, Art Dell.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
I was wondering about your book.
Yes?
Yeah, I was wondering about, I've listened to you on and off, maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 years.
Yes?
And I don't know anything about you, but I don't know what could you possibly, what could I possibly want to buy your first book for?
Well, you just answered your own question. You don't know anything about me, you said.
Yeah, I know, and that's
Okay,
what I'm
well,
trying to find out.
my first
That's what I'm
book.
trying to find out. I've never heard you talk about yourself at all.
My first book is all about me.
And what is it about, a talk show host?
Yeah, it's called The Art of Talk.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Tom Likas?
Likas.
Tom Likas.
Did you say Tom?
Yeah, Tom
His first
Likas.
name is Tom Likas.
Yeah, I talked to him. I
Likas.
called him up. He's on Sundays here in La Crosse, Wisconsin.
He's on Sundays? Oh, is he a preacher?
No. He talks about a lot of different things.
He does?
Yeah, and he he told me to give you a message, and
What's the message?
the message was that he told me to tell you that the moon is made of green cheese. And he was wondering if you, I was wondering if you would be able to debate him. He said he would debate you anytime.
I did debate him once in Sacramento.
Oh, really?
And I ate his lunch.
You're full of jokes, aren't you?
It was easy.
Hey, there's one thing I don't like about you at all. My mom, you know that arthritis
There's a few things I actually
that
don't like
arthritis
about
commercial
myself.
that you talk about that
Yep.
rebuilds cartilage?
Cartilage, yes.
Well, if that was the truth, I'm telling you, my mom suffered for 20 years. I have two sisters that are also suffering from it. And if you can find a pill that will rebuild cartilage, that would be nationwide.
It
worldwide.
is. It was reported in the New York Times.
Well, I'm telling you one thing. I'm going to call the Better Business Bureau and the FDA and find out. And I'm telling you one thing. You better not advertise it because I'm going to find out about it. Goodbye.
That's it, huh? Well, tell Tom I said his comment was cheesy. And as for you, I advise you to look into that arthritis assist formula, chondroitin, as one of the ingredients. And it's the New York Times that reported the breakthrough that allows the regrowth or the assistance of regrowth of cartilage. So instead of contacting the agencies you talked about, you ought to really look into it if you really are sincere about helping your family, which I sincerely doubt. Yeah, like it's Sundays, huh? Yeah, he's a preacher.
Hey, Beavis, this dude says he's got a gun.
Cool. Tell him to go home and get it.
It's in my pants. Don't make me take it out.
Whip it out.
There. Now give me some money.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh, damn. It's the cops. Damn it.
Yeah, really. Damn it. It's that dumbass cop again. He probably wants another free refill.
All right, listen, I work here. You got it? It's my first day and you're training me. Don't screw up. Remember, I got a gun.
What was that gun part again?
Hey, fill it, and not so much ice this time. Do you work here?
Watch where you're pointing that butthole.
What are you doing back there?
Tell him.
I told you to stop that asswipe.
He's gonna whip it out, butthead.
It's my first day on the job, and this kid's training me.
Could you tell this asswipe to quit pointing his gun at me?
Freeze, scumbag! Congratulations. You boys just made a citizen's arrest.
Really?
Yeah, cool.
Hey, hi everybody, welcome back. That was that last song right there was "Foggy Day on the Open Sea" by Schwartz Music. May the Schwartz be with you. All right, I kept you in the dark long enough. I'm gonna go over what happened and how I came to this way to fix reality before the sun kills us tomorrow, in a few hours actually. So I'm going to fix reality before we all die, just so we could say that humanity became, I mean, rat-manity. Okay. So let me just start how I got this idea. I was brushing my teeth, right? And I have a new electric toothbrush. I probably already talked about this. How did I come? Through a VJJ. So I'm using this new one. And there's two different types of toothbrushes out there, electric ones. There's the one that spins, like goes back and forth, like rotates. I think that's made by Oral-B. That's another, yeah. It's, an Oral-B. It goes back. It does like a twisty motion, and then there's the Sonicare one that does a vibrating motion, kind of like a jackhammer in your mouth. Now, I used to use the Oral-B one, and now I'm using the Sonicare one, which it's almost like putting a jackhammer in your mouth. If you accidentally put the plastic part of the toothbrush on the Sonic one on, like, say, the upper teeth while you're doing the lower one, it's like all your fillings are going to crack out of your skull. So I've been enjoying the Sonic one more, actually. I think the Sonic one does a little bit better on the cleaning, even though you might potentially break all the teeth out of your face with it. But and I was thinking to myself, I should tell you guys about my experience with this. Maybe you would like to purchase an electric like a vibrator to stick in your mouth to clean your teeth. Somehow from there, I was thinking about which one I like more. And then I was thinking about reviews and rating systems. Then I was thinking about reality itself and the interview I had with John. And we spoke about voting. I think I went over this many times. I don't vote because I don't get a receipt. And that's pretty much the only reason. I don't know if it's actually what I forget where. Hold on a second. Let me get my thoughts together. And I used to say, to make society work, we need zero privacy. There needs to be no privacy in society, which I know can't work because you could have like the stock market. I mean, everybody's gonna have secrets. You could keep secrets in your head, so you can't not lie. You could lie. Basically, you could lie. So if there was no secrets, there would still be secrets. Because if there was no privacy, there'd still be secrets because you could still lie, basically. Which is it's a flaw in my theory to fix reality there. But then I was thinking about the rating system, zero privacy, and a receipt with your vote. And then you combine these things here. So we were talking about, say, like a doctor or a dentist even. How do you know if your dentist is good? You go to him for your entire life, and maybe he is, but there might be even better dentist, or maybe your dentist isn't even good. You might have just got lucky with the few times you were there. This is what we need to do. Public servants, or when you're in the public, this is still, a part of my thing, is it has to be almost everybody that's there. Needs a review system, and this is also another scary New World Order thing. That's also it's kind of like the Chinese social credit, which is bad. But if you do it this way, if you have uh, a digital identification tied to somebody's physical person, like a social security number or something. This is scary talking now, but uh, now every doctor has an like how many people does he help, and there's like going to give it'll be an exact number, and it won't be able to be falsified because it's tied to people. If there's a perfect system, which doesn't exist. And also there'll be like a rating for that person, like how many class action lawsuits are against this person, or how many people were injured, or how many people did this person kill by accident. And you would be able to go in there and put like a review on like for them, but not like a worded review. It'd be more like a checkbox, like was he good? Yeah. Was he bad? You know, and you could check to see if your number matches up. It'll be like the receipt for your vote for that person in that category in their public record. And everything has to be completely public. Like how many patients does he have? And like a whole bunch of crazy information that'll be public, but it also will be private and only known to you because you have your receipt or login to that, like your hash or whatever. But now you can do this for everything, though, like politicians and stuff, newspapers or the media or pretty much everything. You'd be able to fix, I think, most of the problems in the world. There would be you wouldn't be able to be scammed so much. I read an article that there was like a doctor that would like break people's teeth so he could give them caps. So you never know if the person you're going to is lying to you, but if enough people let you know what's happening in a public way, then we could probably make some big changes in yeah, like saving for like cops or something. Like if there's complaints against a cop, wouldn't it be cool to have a database of all the cops? Yeah, I know this is which I think already does exist. Like, you know, if you go to the website for your local police station, it probably doesn't have the names of the people, but it should have. There should be like a public record that's easily accessible, and then you can see like complaints made against the cop. How many complaints? And if you make a complaint against the cop, you could check to see if your name is in the database for that thing. So society needs to be turned into a database of people reviewing everything and not lying about it, which you could still lie because somebody might, like the dentist might pay you off to say that you didn't get your teeth broken by them. But there's, you know, yeah, government mandated honest Yelp reviews. I think that would fix society. You could look through all the police and be like, oh, this person has 600 complaints against them. Maybe they shouldn't be a cop. And then there'd be, you know, this cop only has one complaint and they seem like they're doing good. Maybe we could give them a raise. And it would be like a societal thing of reviewing people. And yeah, it'd be shitty, but if it's 100% public and also 100% hidden, then it's not really a social score. Then it might be, I guess, if you're, but then again, it's good. Like say you're a bad person on an airplane. Like you're shitty to be with on an airplane, and then people review you for that. And there's like 500 people that say you're shitty on an airplane. Maybe you can't get onto an airplane then. But you know, it's it would be good if say that asshole that shot up the This is also a bad place to go to, I guess, maybe, but it might not be so not so bad. Like if somebody is a dangerous person in society, wouldn't it be good to have a public record of this? It's a scary new world. But if it's based in an honest reality, then why not? Because right now we're not living in honest reality. We're living in a complete fabricated non-existence, and we're still being spied on by everybody. And it's the corporations are currently keeping us shrouded in privacy, but it's wide open to them. They know more about us than we know that they know, and we give them our information. We're fine with it. But once we start to spread that wealth of yeah, I'm trying to get the NWO started up, but I want the NWO to be a good place. I don't want it to be a bad place. Uh, it could get pretty sticky, but it would only be for like public servants. It wouldn't be for everybody. I think of like a public servant type thing. Otherwise, you could give people reviews like, "Oh, this person cheated on me," and that would be like something you could create as like a something you could vote on. It would be a shit show for sure, but it'd waste people's time. You know what? Fuck it. Well, no, I still think it's a good idea. I do. I think that it could be something good could come from that. But anyway, that's my idea on how to fix reality. Would be to completely destroy privacy in a private way in the public sector. There you go. What if like your gym teacher touches you and you can make a thing saying, "Hey, this guy touched me," and then 500 other people say that they did. Sure, they could lie about it, but they probably wouldn't if unless they were like really trying to ruin. Well, then it could be investigated after. There could be an investigation into if this is true or not. Um, but if there's no alert, then you don't know to investigate. Kind of like if you go to the doctor, but say you go to the doctor and it feels like your insides are hurting, like your ass is falling out, but you don't tell your doctor this. He's not going to know. Basically, everything is very reactive in society these days. It's very reactive and it's very easily manipulated. So it's we're we're in the worst situation now. I would say having our lives made by invisible creatures that are lying to us to our faces is very, very strange. And we're just like, yeah, it's fine because we're too worried about the NWO is coming to get you. Maybe we could we could maybe just chew on that thought for a little bit as we what say, yeah let's listen to some music. Yeah, let that thought sit in your head and hopefully plant a seed, and then you'll think that you should be able to vote anonymously with a very unhackable personal digital ID. Because it's not like you're gonna be like after you're dead, your number would go away too. You won't be able to vote when you're dead. And in the system we have now, you could vote after you're dead. There's cases where that's been found to be true, and nobody seems to care. Like my idea might sound like it's completely like a weird social system, but the thing is, it would be, but it would be better than what we have now, which is fairy tales. We live in a fairy tale world, and people are cool with that, and I think that's very scary because people are the dentist is going to take my teeth. Let's listen to Odo Sendaya Koikai with Kanarzarola. We'll be right back. What did I just say? Was that?
motherfucker. I thought I told you one time, I'll tell you 16 times. Stop blasting that monkey bullshit up in the sewer. You're trampling my HS signal down in Mexico. I can't get my slave labor coats made. I can't get my signal down there because you're trampling my motherfucking signal. I can hear that shit coming up through my...
Owls are not what they seem.
I was during that awesome song right there. I was thinking a lot, and I came up with some other thoughts to actually back up this whole idea of a public on private public thing. Well, the thought has to be somewhat good because Dvorak actually said that to have a receipt with your vote that you could check in a public database with like an anonymous number sort of thing. He said that was a good idea. So to expand on that, it's the like TV reviews for, let's say, Picard, the new TV show. Whenever there's a new TV show that completely sucks, but it's made by a giant corporation that has tons of money, they could pretty much take all the bad reviews and get rid of them. They could just remove the bad reviews. And this is the reality you live in right now. Your reality, you have giant corporations hiding the truth from you in plain sight, and you're fine with it. Well, why? Why are you fine with this? We need to fix this. And we could fix this if we had the like a privatized digital hash that works in the public sector. Also, remember what was his name? Coney 2012, the other experiment that they were running. There's constantly tests being run against us by somebody. Oh, we got a phone call coming in. I hope it's not the government. Hold on 1 second here, caller. I can't pick it up. Where's the button? What the heck's going on here? So confused. Oh, why is this here? Hello, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
So I've been. No, it's still evening for me. I'm living in the past. But no, your fix, your fix sounds more like a societal fix rather than a reality fix.
Well, reality and society are hand in hand. They're close together.
Almost. I will agree with you on that. Reality is a subjective view from each individual, overlapping when we meet and interact with each other, and our bits of reality flow within. And I think that your voting system, again, more on a societal level, but if everybody's forced to focus on one aspect, more or less, of reality or society, it becomes a functional piece of their reality, forcing cohesion, as opposed to what we have right now, where all of our realities are extremely subjective, and then our personal realities are reinforced, as you also said, with selective advertising, as opposed to overall generics.
We have to,
but I don't think
to ban the bots from our reality, from our society. We if we ban bots from society, it won't affect our. There's like an artificial intelligence taking over our lives, I think, and it's pretty weird.
Is the intelligence artificial?
Well,
wouldn't artificial intelligence be something that's make believe, or
So it's artificial because it's not based in reality, because Picard's a bad TV show, but it has good ratings because the bad ratings were removed. And people don't like it because people don't like that they don't have a say. When YouTube took out the thumbs down, there was almost a revolt, but everybody bent over and they don't care. It's because you can't do anything. The corporations, they're testing on us. There's people behind it, but they're using bots to manipulate it.
It's just simple math, more or less simple math.
It is simple math, but we're not a number. But we could become one.
So we're not living in the Matrix?
No, we're not.
That solar flare, that solar storm isn't going to create a Carrington event that's going to shatter reality into ones and zeros?
It might. We might not exist the same way tomorrow. Maybe this Maybe right now we're losing grip.
Well, maybe there's a lot of people that just kind of go with the flow. There's a lot of people in my neck of the woods right here that think that everything is more or less hunky dory, outside of the cost of gas. But there's the reality of people out here is it's the same old, same old. It's just another day. There's nothing really to worry about outside of whatever subject of programming that they've been fed through their algorithm-infused media contraptions.
But should they worry? They don't have to worry, but if they knew, maybe they don't worry because they don't know. But once you start to, if you could describe to somebody really easily what the problem is or how to fix the problem, because it's to tell somebody the problem, like, oh, so if you went to these people that are hunky dory and you're like, hey, guess what? Reality's falling apart. They're like, okay, and goodbye. But if you actually let them know a solution to, well, not reality, but society and reality, because reality is society, in my opinion. As much as you could affect it, I can't affect your reality personally, but we could all affect society, so we don't feel like we're crazy. Because
we have to be willing to accept the change. That age-old saying of you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You have to be willing to accept. There are certain things within life that you can't do. But again, if there's a big enough crowd, a big enough group, building that barn becomes a feasible thing to do in an afternoon.
If it makes sense, then they might be more willing to do it. But yeah, it's a sign of infancy. Like, I don't want to do my homework, but if you do your homework, it's good for the paper companies because they're making profit off of you. I think right now we're living, it's almost like a complete simulation. It's like, okay, like Disney is all like the you can't talk about sex to kids in school bill that they're against. But they take black people off posters in China, and they remove stuff from movies for other countries. It's what beast head are you using to talk to us with? But if there was an actual legit database of facts that could be checked upon by using people as numbers, I think it could fix things, or at least reveal the ugly truth.
But would people actually embark in looking into
Probably not
this information?
Probably not.
Or would
but maybe
we be regulated to an AI, an algorithm, to just do an automatic ranking for us?
All I want is a check, like some way that I could check to see if what I thought is where it should be. Because if you watch the news, also most of the stuff is told to you. They're like, this is what the situation. They're going to just make a story up and tell it to you. There's no way for you to check to see if that story is true. And then somebody else is going to say that the story is different, and then people are just arguing. And then we're wasting our time not living. We're just arguing about stuff that could be easily checked if there was the New World Order controlling stuff.
Well, Bill Hicks had a bit about this before he passed, talking about how every day you can turn on the news and someone's shot and a bus ran someone over and there's an apartment building on fire and the nuclear plants exploding, all this terrible stuff on the news, and you're afraid to go outside because something might happen. But as soon as you open the door, the skies are blue, the birds are chirping, you have playful dogs barking in the background, and hear the wind rustling. And it's, why were you freaking out? And it becomes a much different story for an area where you live, downtown New York, where I don't know how you fucking do that, putting up with people, asshole to elbow, but that's a meshing of many different realities, creating one very interesting society where, yeah, just because you see it on the news doesn't mean it's not happening right down the block, but someone else will take that story and create it as their reality. And as they walk down the street, they're on edge with their pepper spray, ready to spray anybody that looks at them, after 2 blinks. So,
You ever see Oblivion NPC videos on YouTube? It's halt criminal
No.
scum. I've been addicted to watching. There's a lot of people that are just you know, I don't know. There's just a lot of, I don't know what's going on out there.
they're not Agent Smiths. They're just
it's I don't even know how they're alive. Basically, how does this person feed themselves? I don't know. I just want a more enjoyable life while we have one. Instead of lies. Like, everything is just fucking lies and lies and lies. Like, well, I'm not even talking about just bad things. I'm talking about, like, good things too. Like, if somebody makes really good cookies, I want to know if they do, and, like, if people really like them or whatever. And, like, they could be it's a public Yelp service.
well, the first thing that you do then is you be the change you want to see in the world. And it's like yawns are contagious and smiles are contagious. And just because, I don't know, again, I don't know what it's like in New York City, but you hold the door open for someone, and maybe that makes a world of difference for someone. And
They could rob
karma
you.
won't repay you that first day, but after a period of time, karma works its way around and reminds you that what you've done is good and heartfelt.
It's, putting your faith in karma is a 50-50.
No, absolutely. Sometimes karma slips up and accidentally deals you the wrong hand.
Life's hard. Life is hard.
Yeah, there's no cheat codes or anything, man.
There's not.
It's a little bit harder to mine gold than
Well,
it is in
money is
video
kind of a
games.
cheat
Terrible.
code, because there's definitely a break in society between the haves and the have-nots. Well, that's I'm not against capitalism. I believe in the working for, but if you're lying to people about your work, it's a little fucked up. Like Disney, Nike, and Intel or AMD, and Apple. Like, there's so much
salesmen.
like slavery and wrongdoings in the world that just fucking, and people just
Well, I mean, you could move to Texas and get yourself it's not a plantation. What's the word? Just a big old plot of land.
It's
Get
Earth.
yourself
I know. I could stop
16
thinking
wives
about
and
it.
Get some.
But I want to fix the planet, dude. Dude, I want to fix the whole thing.
Well, you're doing step one, which is creating the communication, creating the talking points, getting the ideas flowing.
There we go. Yeah.
Getting everybody thinking about it. And now, with me listening and talking to you, I can now take this conversation and spread it out, and every one of these other sewer dwellers hanging out, dipping their feet in the Mayo pool, they'll be able to make their own tracks around the world and create the conversation. And maybe we don't come up with a social credit score, because that terrifies me. But maybe it does lead to something else. And, who knew that Nick the Rat and the Dark Sewer Network could actually change the world? And I believe that can happen.
And hang up on this guy. We can't change the world. This is this sewer chat. Guy was living big. He was living too large for me. I don't think I can. I barely have an idea here. And he's saying that it's a good that I changed the planet already, and that's scary. Diane, thank you for hanging up on him. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. He called back. No, don't pick. Don't. Okay. All right. We have a little bit more show to still go. It's pretty late. We got some more. Uh, we haven't. Where's the song list, Diane? Jeez. All right, we're gonna listen to some music right now. Then we're gonna come back and just say goodbye before the night's over. Let's listen to Heidi Harris with "Bang Bang."
I was 5, and he was 6. We rode on horses made of sticks. He wore black and I wore white. He would always win the fight. Bang, bang, he shot me down. Bang, bang, I hit the ground. Bang, bang, that awful sound. Bang, bang, my baby shot me down. Seasons came and changed the time. When I grew up, I called him mine. He would always laugh and say, remember when we used to play? Bang, bang, I shot you down. Bang, bang, you hit the ground. Bang, bang, that awful sound. Bang, bang, I used to shoot you down. Now he's gone, I don't know why. Until this day, sometimes I cry. He didn't even say goodbye. He didn't take the time to lie. Bang, bang, he shot me down. Bang, bang, I hit the ground. Bang, bang, that awful sound. Bang, bang, my baby shot me down.
Oh, Rick. Oh, Rick Burnett. I want you thinking of me. I want your eyes on me. I want your hands on me. I want all of you. I want you to make me with your tongue. Oh, Rick. Oh, fuck me.
Diane,
to me.
send an
Rick.
ambulance to this number.
Oh, Rick. I'm gonna make you scream my name. Rick the Net!
Was that? No, I don't. That was I was My name is it's not Rick. Let's do another voicemail here. Let's go through some voicemails. You could also there's a you could email me at nick@nicktherot.com. Let me see if I have any gas blasts in the pipe. Sometimes I miss that, and some people want their blast gasted. So gas blast. Did anybody gas blast me? Looks like the last gas blast was, "Hi Nick, do you brush your teeth in the shower? I do. What do you wear for shower? Swim clothes, so my brother doesn't touch in shower. Let the shampoo, you little..." I think I read that before. All right, so yeah, you could. There's the gas blast pipe. Then it looks a little empty, right? Yeah, it's empty. Ah! I need to get the little spring on the microphone so that doesn't happen. Rick the rat. Let's see here. We're coming to a close on the show. Well, it's pretty late. I think I got my point across. I think we talked about what we needed to talk about. Rest in peace, Art Bell. Rest in peace, Gilbert Gottfried. Rest in peace, Mitch Hedberg, and Norm Macdonald, and all those fine souls out there. The list goes on. And we should live our lives as good as you could, as you have it. You never know when you're going to slip in the shower or stub your toe or cut a finger off while you're trying to open up a goddamn letter. So it's maybe we do need the public social credits so we can have New World in slavery. We got some text over here. Let's read these text messages here. This is a text to that filthy fucking drunken piece of why I ought to sue a rat. Tonight I'm not drunk, actually. I think this is the first episode that I'm doing. No, it's not the first episode I'm doing sober. I've done episodes sober before. I am stoned, but let's see. I'm testing my, okay, from, see, gas blast. Get Nick, don't be a quitter, come drink with us. Oh, sorry. It's a little too late. It's 1:50. I'm not drinking now. Definitely not. Might smoke a little bit more. We got a couple more voicemails. Let's go through those. 917-719-5923.
Huh? What? What about it? But what? Let's go. But what? But dude, so.
So we brought you down here into the sewer to get an honest opinion about our new 2017 Sewer Mobile. You are not an actor and wasn't paid to be brought down here. We just want everybody to know that. This is a complete honest view of the 2017 Sewer Mobile. But I want to tell you, as I take off this duct tape and gag, that this car is 100% environmentally friendly.
This program will now reprogram you. You will throw all of your money into the sewer. You will cleanse yourself of all of your monetary possessions. You will accept Nick the Rat into your heart. You will let him lead you. You will no longer have free will and only do as he says. You cannot break free of this spell. Even with those blasted Bible spells. You will obey. You will obey. You will obey. Go see Revenge of the Ninja this weekend.
If the world is still around tomorrow after the sun explodes, or farts on us, or whatever, we have a good chance of getting through it. If we do get through it, don't dwell on the fact that we almost all were eradicated. It's gonna make you depressed. If you sit around just thinking about bad stuff, it's gonna make you try to at least think of good ideas. It's hard. There's a lot of depressing shit in life. Scary too, very scary. You could be scared, like it's fear. Like when I go to the dentist, I'm scared he's going to try to break all my teeth out because he doesn't have a social credit score as a public servant. He's not really even a public servant. It's a dumb idea, okay? Gee, it's a great idea. It's brilliant. It's not dumb. But if I sit here and I just think about how he's going to steal my teeth constantly, it's going to really affect me. Instead of that, I'm going to find out if my dentist has a Yelp page. Anyway, we'll be back next week. I hope everybody had a fun time in the sewer. And we have another voicemail? Oh dear. Oh dear. It's getting warmer down here in the sewer. I don't know why. Oh. Smells like asparagus. What is it? What's going on? What'd you have for...
Oh, yeah.
Good night, non-bots. Let's listen to one last song. Medallion, 23 Odd Cats. This'll deprogram everything right here. Listen to this. Come back next week and let's explore that booty, yo. all about man nipples-blation.
Clearly, I've never been there, but this feels like situation. Obviously, a major malfunction. This is incoming
President's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook.
Robert Kennedy was shot in that ballroom.
Almighty, we are free at last.
A sniper has fired at President Kennedy.
Communist Party. Or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
Never done.
Something never before experienced. 1941, a date which will live in...
And we continue this season's final edition of our Maxwell House Good News of 1930. Walter Winchell, good evening, Mr. North American. All the ships at sea. Let's go to press.
Don't kill the animals! Rats have rights! Buy on veggies! Rats have rights!
Sadly, that's all there is. It flew by, didn't it? Goodness. There are moments from this night that I will remember forever. With that said, from the high desert to the world, good night all.